This video was recorded on a quiet road just outside of Warsaw on the evening of March 30th, 2014. In the car, a father and his daughter are making their way home. The road lighting is quite dim, and despite the car's headlights being on, visibility is limited to barely 20 or 30 feet ahead. As the video plays, there's a moment when a car coming from the opposite direction briefly flashes its headlights, seemingly as a caution. Tragically, the warning comes too late for the driver to respond effectively, leading to a rather unsettling turn of events. In an unexpected turn of events, the father, driving with his daughter, suddenly encountered a man in the center of the road. Reacting swiftly, he veered sharply to avoid hitting him. In the ensuing chaos and under the intense pressure of the moment, controlling the car proved to be a formidable challenge. The vehicle, spiraling beyond the father's control, eventually skidded off the road, coming to a halt in a nearby ditch. The peculiar aspect of this incident was the man's presence on such a dark road, his back to the oncoming car, making his actions all the more mystifying. Speculation abounds. Was he impaired, or perhaps grappling with personal demons? His hasty departure from the scene only deepened the mystery, leaving more questions than answers. Fortunately, both the father and his daughter escaped with only minor injuries. Despite the driver's account and efforts by the authorities, the enigmatic figure remains unidentified, his motives on that fateful night shrouded in uncertainty. The video, uploaded by Narada Nays, captures his nocturnal journey back home, presumably on a trike or a similar type of motor vehicle. Narada narrated his passage through a region of the town infamous for its hauntings, bordered by a forest. He described a sense of unease when he noticed a figure standing afar but chose to keep driving. This decision led to him recording something profoundly unsettling. In the video, a particularly disconcerting detail stands out. The individual seen standing by the roadside, draped in white cloth, seems to be missing a face. What's visible is merely a head, devoid of any recognizable human features. The video raises a curious inquiry. What are your opinions about this spooky apparition? On November 19, 2017, a remarkable incident unfolded in Clearwater, Florida. Two police cars, each fitted with dash cameras, arrived at a traffic stop on North Keene Road. Within just 2 minutes of their arrival, an unexpected sight caught their attention. A small plane was seen hovering in the sky. It quickly became evident that the plane was not merely passing by. It was descending rapidly, heading directly towards the location of the police officers. During its descent, the plane encountered trouble as its right wing struck a tree, sending the aircraft into a spin and eventually forcing it off course to the roadside. Just minutes before this dramatic event, the four-seat airplane, piloted by 61-year-old Mark Allen Benedict with another individual accompanying him, had departed from a nearby airfield. However, not long after takeoff, they faced a critical situation as their engines started to fail. Mark alerted the airport, voicing concerns that returning was doubtful given the deteriorating condition of the remaining engine. This led to his unplanned landing on the road, which, by chance, was where the police were present. In a turn of events marked by fortune, despite the crash's severity, both Mark and his passenger managed to exit the wreckage with only minor injuries. Astonishingly, this incident resulted in no injuries to anyone on the ground. Richard Lee McNair, born in Oklahoma in 1958, reached a pivotal moment in his life at 28 years old when he was sentenced to 2 life terms for murder and attempted murder following a botched burglary. McNair, however, became infamous for his ability to break out of prison, successfully fleeing from law enforcement 3 times. His first escape attempt was fleeting, lasting mere minutes. In contrast, his second breakout saw him elude capture for 9 months. On April 5, 2006, McNair made his third and last escape. While initially successful, this final attempt at freedom was also short-lived.
Devil. You live around here, buddy?
No,
Where you live at?
down the road by Pineville.
Pineville?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Do you have any form of identification on you?
No, man.
Alright. What it is, we got an escapee.
Oh. Where from?
Prison.
There's a prison here?
Yeah.
As he was sprinting alongside the road, a watchful police officer, informed about an active escapee, spotted McNair and intercepted him. The entire episode was recorded by the officer's dash camera. In a bid to mislead the officer, McNair resorted to inventing information throughout their conversation.
What's your address?
I don't have an address. I'm at the hotel. We're working on houses and stuff like that, the roofing.
Roofing?
Yep.
Okay.
For my brother.
Alright. Where are you staying at?
That Titusville or Titus Inn? Titus Inn? Little old.
Where's that at?
I don't even know the address. We just got into town about a week ago, and he dropped me off to jog. I always jog about 12 miles a day.
Where'd he drop you off at?
Up there on that road by, there's some construction going on up there, some houses. And he dropped me off.
Who y'all work for?
It's his,
I know, what's the name of the company?
Phil's Roofing.
Okay.
Phil's Roofing.
Did you go through a briar patch or something?
Well, yeah, roofing. I always roof in shorts and cut my, scratching up on, the roofing.
That's why your knees are all cut up?
McNair's skill in crafting convincing stories played a key role in persuading the officer that he was not the escapee. Nevertheless, there were a few slip-ups during their exchange. Notably, the officer inquired about McNair's name both at the start and the conclusion of their conversation.
What's your name?
Robert Jones.
Robert Jones?
Uh-huh.
What's your name again?
Jimmy Jones.
McNair gave 2 distinct fictitious names during the interaction, a detail that the officer overlooked. As a result, McNair was released, with the officer erroneously assuming he was just an ordinary jogger.
Across the tracks down there, I saw you running. I said, well, how lucky can I be?
No. I'm not no prison escapee. I'm sorry to have to hold you up, but
Hey, no, I'm just doing my job,
I know
man.
you are.
But, yeah, just be careful. You'll probably get stopped again, okay? Don't be alarmed by it.
All right.
That's our quick line
You
there.
have a good day now.
Be careful, buddy.
Thank you.
All right.
This oversight by the officer enabled McNair to stay at large for an additional 18 months. When he was finally apprehended by the authorities, he was transferred to the Supermax prison in Florence, Colorado, known as the most fortified prison in the United States. Despite his history of daring escapes, McNair did not attempt to break out from this maximum security establishment. The Komahoning Paranormal group shared this video, suggesting that the person who uploaded it might have encountered the Lantern Man that evening. Legend has it that the Lantern Man haunts the Quemahoning Dam area, often seen near the reservoir. This entity is typically associated with an inexplicable red light seen from afar, where no rational source is apparent. The individual who recorded the video reported that they were on their way back from a fishing trip, traveling along a remote road through the thick woods around the Quemahoning Reservoir. A chilling figure dressed in black emerges in the footage, leading some viewers to remark on its skeletal-like appearance. Rumors circulate that this could be the ghost of someone who suffered a tragic end at the dam many years ago. This leads to the intriguing question: is it possible that this is indeed the spirit of the Lantern Man? The thought of coming face to face with such a foreboding apparition, especially when alone in a remote area, is unquestionably the stuff of nightmares. Early on February 24th, 2015, residents of a New Jersey community phoned the police to report a pervasive gas odor. The police, alongside firefighters and utility crews, quickly arrived on the scene, suspecting a gas leak, and promptly began searching for its origin. At the same time, residents from 75 homes in the vicinity were evacuated as a precaution. During this response, a dash camera in one of the police cars captured a sudden, unexpected explosion. The explosion propelled fragments of the house outward, scattering them across the neighborhood. Fortunately, the house was empty due to renovations, but the incident still resulted in 15 injuries. The majority of those hurt were firefighters and utility workers, with several critically injured and needing to be flown to nearby hospitals. Investigators suspected that the explosion stemmed from a rupture in a 2-inch gas main. Yet, the specifics of how the gas main was damaged and what exactly triggered the explosion were not immediately clear. During a chilling encounter on the highway at 4:00 a.m., truck driver William Church is driving on a lonely stretch of road just outside Phoenix, Arizona. Suddenly, he spots something ahead that makes his skin crawl and his blood freeze in terror. The dash cam in William's truck records a startling sight. A ghostly figure appears to be standing in the right lane of the highway. William is taken aback, struggling to trust what he's seeing. He's not the only one to witness this eerie phenomenon, though. Beside him in the passenger seat is his truck-driving companion, Erica Lake, who is equally stunned by the unexpected manifestation of this peculiar figure on the road.
At first, I thought it was a human, and then when you can't really see the face and the top of the body up, I was I wonder what, and then we were thinking about maybe it's a ghost.
I actually twitched the wheel to miss whoever it was.
Arizona State Route 87, the highway where they are traveling, is notorious for its history of fatal accidents, resulting in numerous deaths over the years. Compounding the intrigue, the figure shown in the footage seems to be missing its upper body and head. This poses a question. Did the two truck drivers capture proof of something supernatural, or how else might this be explained? The video, recorded on February 18, 2022, in Shawano, Wisconsin, comes from the dash camera in Officer Jeff Butner's patrol car. Jeff was monitoring the highway when he unexpectedly came upon a multiple-car pileup. In the midst of icy road conditions, Jeff, along with others, found it impossible to decelerate promptly, leading to his involvement in the collision. Before he had a chance to leave his cruiser, more cars from behind started colliding with his vehicle. Jeff, stuck inside, fortunately remained largely uninjured. After some time, several people caught up in the pileup came over to see how Jeff was doing.
Hey, officer, are you okay? A little sore, but... I'm a little sore, but I gotta try and get a hold of my supervisor at least. Kind of trapped right now. How's your legs and everything? They're alright. I'm kind of trapped right here. Okay, yeah. I don't... Okay, so I'm with Sean PD. I gotta I'll try and get out of here and do what I can to help you guys. I'm sorry, man. I'm trapped right now. That's okay. That's okay. Hold on. Let me try and get out of my driver's door first. Can you? Can you? Nope. Nope. We got it open. You got it open?
Jeff managed to extricate himself from the wrecked vehicle after 6 minutes. Upon getting out, he quickly began assisting other drivers caught in the incident. The massive pileup included 39 vehicles and led to injuries for 10 individuals. Forrester immediately sought help. The summoned tow truck recovered the vehicle, which was later deemed a total loss. On the evening of April 14, 2019, amidst a storm, a power cable fell at Route 70 and Colonial Drive's crossroads in Manchester County, New Jersey, getting tangled in a traffic signal. Early on April 15th, a technician from Jersey Central Power and Light came to handle the situation. Coincidentally, Sergeant Hemhauser of Manchester Township Police was nearby, capturing the event on his car's dash cam. The dash cam recorded the technician struggling to disentangle and free the cable. For such tasks, it's critical to ensure the power line is off, especially on damp terrain. Later, Sergeant Hemhauser mentioned he thought the line was inactive, a view seemingly shared by the technician. Shortly into the clip, the technician faces a shocking moment as the cable contacts the ground. When the wire touches the moist pavement, it ignites, causing the technician to abruptly drop it and jump back, startled by the live electricity. After recovering from the initial shock, he quickly moves to a safe distance. Sergeant Hemhauser noted the intensity of the flames left burn marks on the asphalt. Post-incident, Jersey Central Power and Light launched an inquiry to uncover why the cable was live, especially since a technician was sent to rectify it. The specific cause wasn't publicly revealed, but no similar events were reported subsequently in that region. And that's a wrap on today's road adventures. If you enjoyed the journey, don't forget to hit like, share this with your friends, and subscribe for more thrilling dash cam stories. Stay safe on the roads, and see you next time. In this fascinating video, 3 friends are seen enjoying a relaxed gathering at one of their houses. What starts as a typical meetup unexpectedly turns eerie. One of the friends, eager to test out her new camera, unknowingly records a series of strange events.
Y para eso vinimos más o menos. Dale.
No, qué crosa.
Vinimos a visitar para eso. Dale, claro.
Aparte,
Boludo.
que dejaron los dos.
Estábamos jugando con ella anoche. Y vamos a grabar con tu cámara. Dale, vamos. Pará.
Saca eso ahí.
Ay, pará.
Ahí no, tráele más allá. A ver.
Ay, estamos entonces.
Acá. Ahí.
Más frío tu mate.
Ahí.
Está re frío. Más o menos. Poné.
Ahí.
Puta, tengo un hambre.
Ahí se deja, ahí está.
Ahí está bien.
Feliz.
Para. Yo tengo más experiencia. Pregunta. Bueno. ¿En serio lo que está pasando?
Sí, en
¿En serio?
Pregunta,
¿En serio? Si hay alguien en esta casa. ¿Hay alguien en esta casa?
No, no jodan, ¿en serio se movió? No jodan, ¿en serio? ¿Viste? Vos sos boluda.
Ay, no. Una joda. Ay, fue una joda. Basta.
¿Puedo hacer con eso?
Pero boluda de culo.
No, sí, vamos a ver.
Jodita. Ay, pero para empezar bien.
Pero si vos...
Bueno, una joda.
Hay que terminar.
Pará, boluda. Estoy
Hay que
mintiendo, no
terminar.
estoy jodiendo. Para clarizar. Eso se movió en serio.
Sí.
Hay que terminar. Agarrá.
No, mira. No,
¡Ay, boluda!
boluda, dale, que tengo miedo, boluda.
The climax occurs just before the lights flicker and go out, when a wine glass mysteriously moves on its own, drawing the startled attention of the friends. This peculiar event happens right after they experiment with a homemade Ouija board, leading to visible shock and regret among them. The origins of this intriguing video are enshrouded in mystery. It raises the question of whether this is authentic evidence of paranormal activity or if there's a rational explanation behind it. The interpretation is left open, inviting viewers to share their thoughts and beliefs about the footage and its possible paranormal nature. Stuart and Kaylee, known for sharing their parenting experiences on TikTok, recently uploaded an unexpected and eerie video, deviating from their usual content. The footage initially shows a strange shadow moving by the bedroom door. Moments later, the mattress in the baby's crib starts moving up and down in an unnatural manner. Shortly after, a mysterious hand appears, inching closer to the sleeping child. Strangely, all this mysterious activity ceases immediately when Stuart wakes up. This leaves their followers questioning. Did their night vision camera catch something paranormal, or is there another explanation entirely? The following video was shared by James Fodder, who began noticing bizarre occurrences at home after buying a doll from a secondhand store. These included strange noises and doors moving on their own. Believing the doll to be at the center of these mysteries, James decided to record it in an isolated room to capture any spooky activity on camera. Initially, nothing unusual was captured. However, one fateful night, his camera, which is programmed to follow movement, oddly panned around, as if tracking something invisible. A shadowy, formless entity was seen emerging from the bathroom and running swiftly to the other side, swiftly crossing the room before vanishing. James speculated that this might be the apparition the camera had been detecting, possibly linked to the doll. Following this incident, he continued filming at night, unaware that he was on the verge of documenting something even more chilling. Later, while James was upstairs asleep, the camera captured the doll moving by itself. This eerie motion lasted only a few seconds, but was enough to deeply unsettle James. He shared this footage online, seeking explanations. Now unsure about keeping the doll, James is contemplating whether to confine it to the room, given the unnerving events it seems to attract. "15 years ago, a family bought a house in Kansas City, Missouri, without knowledge of any paranormal activity in the area, nor had they much belief in supernatural phenomena. However, their perspective shifted dramatically one evening. While out for dinner, they received a phone notification alerting them to detected motion inside their home. Upon reviewing the recording, the family was deeply unsettled by what they saw. In the early moments of the video, there's a haunting sight of a young girl's ghost moving across the upstairs area from left to right. Initially, she appears almost ethereal and legless, resembling a wraith. As she approaches the door, her form becomes more defined, with legs that eerily do not seem to move in a natural manner. Midway through the video, a faint call for help is heard, further adding to the chilling atmosphere. Undeniably, the footage leaves a spine-tingling impression. A man employed at a convenience store in Mexico often works solo during night shifts. A few years ago, the store was burglarized, during which an employee tragically lost their life. This history leaves the man feeling anxious about working alone, compounded by his suspicion that the store might be haunted. To share his nightly experiences with friends and family, he began recording his activities. Initially, everything appeared normal. However, an unexplainable event occurred while he was restocking drinks at the back of the store. As he moves to the back of the refrigerator and rearranges a few beverages, he steps out of the camera's view. Suddenly, a shadowy figure crosses in front of the refrigerator's glass from right to left. Catching a glimpse of this figure, he quickly investigates, only to find no one in the vicinity. Numerous commenters on the video are convinced that he captured evidence of paranormal activity. One evening, as he was doing his laundry, a man suddenly heard the unmistakable sound of a child laughing nearby. The laughter would have been delightful if he had children, or if anyone else were home with him. But he was alone, and the laughter only served to heighten his fear. For some time, he had felt an eerie presence in his home, often sensing or hearing what seemed to be the spirit of a small child. With a mix of dread and determination, he grabbed his phone, hoping to record evidence of these paranormal experiences. Never in his wildest dreams did he expect to capture what happened next. As he pointed his camera towards the washing machine, drawn by an odd knocking sound nearby, the atmosphere tensed. Then, without warning, a chilling scream from a child pierced the silence, emanating from the open space above. Heart racing, he cautiously peered around the corner, desperate to uncover the source of the noise. But just as he did, the entity vanished into thin air, leaving nothing behind but the echo of its scream and a lingering sense of dread. In 2021, Leon 18.1H shared a spine-tingling video on TikTok that shocked many viewers. It starts off innocently enough, with Leon filming her son playing outdoors, capturing a moment meant for their collection of happy memories. However, the video takes an inexplicable turn. A baffling event unfolds. Leon's son, having thrown a toy, appears to see something off camera. Suddenly, he's toppled over by an unseen force. This mysterious footage sparked a sensation on TikTok, leading to a wave of speculations in the comments. A common belief is that Leon's son encountered an invisible presence. But this wasn't the end of the strange happenings at Leon's home. Another creepy incident occurs on camera. While playing inside, her son is seemingly distracted by something or someone behind him, and he audibly questions, "Who's that?" Moments later, he spins around as though someone had tapped him on the back. The video cuts off abruptly, adding to the eerie atmosphere. Since moving into their new home, Leon's family has experienced a series of ghostly events. Plagued by nightmares featuring a mysterious man, Leon learned from neighbors about the house's haunted past and previous occupants who had similar experiences, leading them to sell the property. Remarkably, a photograph shown to Leon revealed a man from her dreams, a sorrowful figure who had passed away in the home, creating a haunting link between past and present. Unable to endure the terrifying incidents, Leon and her family left the house just over 7 months after moving in. The disturbing TikTok clips from 2021 convinced many of their genuineness and left viewers relieved that the family escaped in time. However, the mystery of what happened in that house remains. What are your thoughts? Share your theories in the comments. TikTok user Sydney, living in a house that's over a century old, has experienced some unsettling events, leading her to believe her home might be haunted. A particularly chilling incident happened one January evening when her sister was babysitting Sydney's son.
SpongeBob night.
SpongeBob off.
Liam, come here. Liam, right now. What is happening? Okay, I'm calling your mom. Just stay right here.
A vintage rocking chair began to move on its own, eerily turning towards them. In the months that followed, the sense of eeriness intensified. Their kitchen's CCTV footage revealed unexplained knocking sounds and cabinets mysteriously opening by themselves. This raises a curious question. Is Sydney's house genuinely haunted, or could this be a cleverly crafted TikTok hoax? One tranquil evening, a young woman went to the kitchen in search of a family member, not knowing this would reveal the peculiar events in their home. The family had been troubled by strange footsteps and ghostly voices from empty rooms. Confused by these occurrences and unsure how to deal with them, they began recording their everyday life, hoping to catch sight of the suspected unseen presence in their home.
Dis, arrête! T'es vraiment fatigant, là. Je vais appeler maman. Olivier? Oli? Olivier? Oli? Ah! Oli? C'est vraiment pas drôle, là. Je vais appeler maman. Ça a bougé. Maman! 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 Oli!
As she entered the kitchen, she encountered a bizarre scene. A cabinet door mysteriously opening and closing on its own. Immobilized by a blend of fear and intrigue, she kept filming, eager to see what would happen next. Her vigilance was rewarded when a small object fell from the cabinet, followed by another item from a drawer. The kitchen soon became a center of inexplicable events, with items dropping from various places, convincing viewers of the home's eerie nature. This dashcam video captures the moment a cab driver, Ralph Roletta, was robbed at gunpoint. Ralph had just begun his day's work, and this incident occurred during his first fare. He was waiting at a traffic light when the passenger, previously slouched in the back seat, suddenly sat upright and forcefully demanded that Ralph hand over all his possessions.
Robert, man. Right, hey, give me all your money, man. Man, I don't. Give me everything you got. Give me it now. All right. I need it now. All right. We can make this the easy way, or we can make this the hard way, man. Everything I got, man. Keep your hand where I can see him. I just started. What else you got? I just started. Let me see your wallet. Let me see your. I don't have anything in my wallet. We can do this the hard way, or we can do this the easy way, man. Let me see your wallet and let me see your phone. I need it all right now. If you don't want to die, man. Okay. Okay. Give it all to me now. Okay. Okay.
The assailant was unaware that a police car was also stopped at the light directly behind them. During the robbery, their lane's light turned green, but they failed to move. Observing their stationary state, the police officer turned on his emergency lights and stepped out to inquire further.
I don't have anything in my wallet. I don't
Get
carry
your
it.
wallet and your phone. I need your wallet and
No, please don't give me my phone. I need that from a... There's a cop behind us. There's a cop behind us.
Get out. Get out.
Lifesaver! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Very quickly, the officer discerned that a robbery was in progress. Consequently, he commanded the passenger to exit the vehicle, subsequently detaining him. The individual was then arrested and faced charges for several offenses. On August 1, 2021, a wildfire erupted in California, later named the Antelope Fire after being ignited by lightning. In the days and weeks following, the fire rapidly expanded. Numerous firefighting units from the surrounding areas were dispatched in an effort to contain it. The footage being shown was captured at 1 a.m. on September 10, 2021. This particular truck was parked. All firefighters emerged without injuries. The fire was not fully contained until October 15, 2021. This deeply unsettling event occurred around 7 a.m. on May 18, 2021, in West Pensacola, Florida. Captured by the dash cam of a car parked nearby, the video shows an 11-year-old girl kneeling on the grass, waiting for her school bus. Early in the footage, a white Dodge Journey is seen driving around the area, catching the girl's attention but not causing her concern. Unfortunately, the intentions of the Dodge's driver were far from benign, contrary to what the girl might have thought. Merely a minute and a half later, the same white vehicle stopped at the perimeter of the roundabout, with the driver seemingly unaware that his license plate was being recorded. Once again recorded, the young girl glances repeatedly at the white car, yet without any apparent cause for alarm, she remains in place. It is at this moment that the driver exits the vehicle and commits an act beyond belief. In a harrowing display of malevolence, the individual attempted to abduct the girl, intending to force her into his vehicle. Demonstrating remarkable courage, the girl resisted his grasp, leading to a moment where the assailant lost his balance, causing both to tumble onto the grass. Upon realizing his plan had been exposed, the perpetrator fled to his car and hastily departed the scene. The thought of what might have occurred if the man had not fallen is chilling, but fortunately, his license plate facilitated swift action by the police, resulting in his capture that evening. The West Pensacola Sheriff's Department later identified the assailant as 30-year-old Jared Paul Stanga. According to law enforcement, he was armed with a knife during the attack and had a significant criminal record. The investigation further uncovered that Stanga had recently painted the Dodge Journey he used in the abduction attempt, presumably to avoid detection. Alarmingly, the girl had reported to her school principal 2 weeks prior that a man in a white car had approached her at the bus stop, yet no protective measures were implemented. Following the attack, Jared Stanga faced charges of attempted kidnapping of a child under 13, aggravated assault, and battery. The young girl, though physically unharmed, was understandably traumatized by the ordeal. This incident occurred in May 2021. The dashcam video captures Michael Shackelford navigating a road in San Antonio, heading to work after leaving his bank. While on the road, a vehicle overtakes him, noticeably with one of its rear doors ajar and a woman's cries for help emanating from within. Quickly assessing the situation, Michael alters his intended route to follow the car, all the while dialing the police for assistance.
Hey, I need police ASAP. I'm on 410 South by Ingram Park Mall. A lady is screaming outside her Ford, a gray Ford exiting Ingram Road right now. She's trying to get out of a vehicle and the guy won't let. No, she's not exiting. They got back on 410. I don't know. It says 410 South from Ingram going towards like Marbach area.
After spending several minutes on the highway, the car eventually exits. With the vehicle now moving at reduced speeds, the woman in the back seat spots an opportunity and makes her escape from the moving car.
Military Drive, exit by the academy now. Okay. Military Drive. We're in the frontage road. What's this guy doing? She's screaming and kicking in the car. He's erratically. She's trying to get out of the car. She's opening the door. She's trying to jump out. He sped up and he couldn't get out. She jumped out! She jumped out! She jumped out! Ma'am, get in my truck! Get in my truck! Okay, I'm going to the police station right now.
He has my car, he has everything.
The one on Calabria, yeah.
The woman was taken to a hospital as a precautionary measure, and it was eventually confirmed that she only sustained minor injuries. She had been abducted by her own husband, who refused to release her, forcing her to call out to passing drivers for assistance. The police later located and arrested her husband. This video was recorded in 2012, near an airport in Moscow, Russia. Situated adjacent to a highway, the dashcam footage from December 29th chillingly documents the moments when a plane failed to reach the runway and instead crash-landed right beside the highway. The aircraft overshot the runway due to adverse weather conditions, leaving it with insufficient space to decelerate upon landing. This situation forced the plane directly onto the highway, resulting in plane seats and debris being propelled towards moving vehicles, a dramatic scene captured in the video. At the time of the crash, only crew members were aboard the plane, with no passengers present. Unfortunately, 5 out of the 8 crew members aboard perished in the incident. The individual in the vehicle equipped with the dashcam emerged without any injuries. This video was recorded on November 2nd, 2014, and depicts a vehicle rapidly traversing Highway 78 close to midnight. Shortly thereafter, the footage captures the driver decelerating to circumvent a dubious obstruction ahead, marked only by 2 traffic cones spanning the entire roadway. As the driver brings his car to a gentle stop, his headlights suddenly illuminate the unsettling sight of a man's lower half, walking with a suspicious intent towards his vehicle. In an attempt to navigate through the cones, he finds his way unexpectedly barred by the man now standing directly in front of his car, blocking his escape. With an intuitive sense that something isn't right, the driver quickly calls out to the mysterious figure, seeking an explanation for this odd confrontation.
What's going on? Can I help you with something?
Interacting with a stranger who placed cones on a highway might not have been the wisest decision. However, there could have been countless reasons for those cones to be there. In the video's description, the person who posted it noted at the moment they offered assistance, they noticed the man reaching into his pocket. At that moment, the driver chose to err on the side of caution and quickly drove off. According to the uploader, the man and his accomplice were eventually apprehended by the police, but were only charged with a DUI. What the man might have intended, had he been given more time, remains a mystery, but fortunately, the driver didn't stay to find out. This video was recorded in Slovakia in 2012. A family was out for a drive along a narrow country lane, bordered closely by trees on both sides. As they advanced, they encountered a fallen tree blocking their side of the road. Undeterred, they continued, only to find another fallen tree just ahead. As they approached the second obstacle, a cracking sound pierced the air right in front of them. In an alarming sequence, one tree began to topple, triggering a domino effect as more trees started to fall, each one closer to their vehicle than the last. In a frantic effort to escape, the family tried to reverse, but the trees quickly overtook them, with one crashing down directly onto their car, trapping them inside. All the while, an unsettling cascade of trees continued to fall, adding to their already precarious situation. It was later determined that the falling incident resulted from ground destabilization due to excessive rainfall. Over the past 8 days, incessant rain had saturated the area, causing the soil to become waterlogged and loose. Consequently, the trees lost their firm grip in the ground. When one tree fell, the minimal force exerted on the surrounding trees was sufficient to bring them down as well. While the vehicle undoubtedly sustained damage, it remains uncertain whether anyone inside was injured during the incident. In 2018, Lauren and Brian Swenson were in the midst of launching a CrossFit gym in Nairobi, Kenya, alongside 2 local trainers. One day, while the Utah couple was en route to film promotional material with their trainers, they encountered a sudden traffic jam on the main road. Opting for a detour along a dirt road, they passed by 2 armed officers on foot who signaled for a ride. Despite the officers' request, which they didn't explain, the Swensons decided against picking them up and continued driving. Their journey took a concerning turn when they encountered a white public transport vehicle stopped in the middle of the road. Unbeknownst to them at the time, the driver of the van attempted to warn them with his headlights, but they missed the signal. It was at this juncture that events took a disturbing turn.
I'd rather assume they do that. Yeah. Drive forward. Yep, drive forward. Drive forward. Hey!
Still there?
Yeah.
As they passed the van, 3 mass sheet-wielding men suddenly emerged from behind it, charging at the Swensons' car. Reacting swiftly, Brandt, the driver, shifted into reverse to create distance. With the assailants closing in, one of the trainers instructed Brandt to drive forward. As he did, one attacker attempted to reach through the partially open window with his machete. In a Facebook post shared after the ordeal, Lauren noted that when they initially spotted the bandits, Brandt's window was partially open. He swiftly reversed to gain time to roll it up further. When the attacker struck, the window remained cracked a few inches, fortunately preventing the mass sheet from penetrating. As they sped away on the dirt road, one of the trainers observed the police arriving at the scene.
The cops du siehst einen Kopf. Der Kopf behind. Yeah, they're running in away. Dang! Oh, gunshot. No, they're running up to them. Let's get out of here.
Alarmingly, a gunshot echoed from behind the vehicle, likely signaling a confrontation between the police and the mesh sheet-wielding men. In her Facebook post, Lauren mentioned that had they picked up the officers or allowed them to ride on the side rails, they might have been caught in the crossfire. Fortunately, the Swensons and the trainers managed to escape unharmed. However, it remains unconfirmed whether anyone was injured during the encounter. Thanks for watching these thrilling road encounters. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more heart-pounding moments. Stay safe out there, and always remember to keep your eyes on the road. Under the veil of darkness, an individual ventures into an eerie, forbidden dwelling, renowned for its sinister past and the mysterious death of its last inhabitant, an old man who lived in solitude. Ignoring warnings about the safety hazards that led authorities to restrict access, the visitor explores the shadow-filled rooms and corridors, filled with enigmatic artifacts. The mansion's reputation for paranormal phenomena, including sightings of ghostly figures and the unsettling laughter of unseen children, heightens the tension. Driven by curiosity and tales of the unknown, the visitor cautiously navigates the space, prepared for encounters with the unexplainable. This tense atmosphere sets the stage for an imminent, startling discovery that challenges the boundaries of the natural world. Abruptly, a diminutive golden figure crashes to the ground, startling the man. He halts, contemplating the origin of this unforeseen incident, scrutinizing the environment for any discernible cause, yet everything appears undisturbed. The solitary fall of the statue is disconcertingly inexplicable. As the aura of mystery deepens, he resolves to delve deeper into the mansion, ascending to the upper levels. Seeking a wider view, he positions an additional camera to document the entirety of the upper floor. It is in the midst of this preparation that he captures something even more astonishing. During a review of recorded footage, a man discovers a small, mysterious shadow on the wall. an anomaly he missed while exploring the house. This eerie sighting, alongside later finding several inexplicably locked doors on the upper level, deeply unsettles him. These occurrences amplify the house's already mysterious atmosphere, prompting his swift decision to leave. The combination of the shadowy figure and the locked doors cements the property's reputation for the paranormal and hastens his departure, marking a chilling exploration. In a chilling encounter, a man experiences a door mysteriously opening and then slamming shut behind him, seemingly by an unseen force. Panicked, he finds the door locked, then suddenly unlocked, allowing for a hasty retreat. In his rush, he misses capturing further events as the camera stops working. However, a brief capture reveals a shadowy figure silently observing his departure, suggesting an eerie cohabitant. The unsettling presence and the subsequent oddities of the location leave a lasting impact, ensuring he vows never to return to the eerie site. The mystery of what truly transpired remains, but the fear is unequivocal. This video, posted by TikTok user Marika, documents an enigmatic occurrence. One night, while Marika was home alone, she was alarmed by screams coming from the upper floor. Thinking her son, Matteo, was in distress, she quickly went to investigate, only to discover that everything appeared normal. The mystery deepened the following day when she reviewed footage from the security cameras, revealing something perplexing. In the footage, Mateo appears to be struggling against an invisible force. Despite the room looking vacant, it seems as though he is being pushed back by some unseen energy. Adding to the curiosity, several orbs can be seen in the video at this time. The nature of this event, whether it suggests something supernatural, remains a matter for speculation, inviting viewers to form their own opinions. A TikTok post shared by someone going by the name Magical Poltergeist presents a chilling moment captured by a home security camera. The video depicts his wife wandering into the kitchen in a sleepwalking state late at night, an occurrence that might seem ordinary due to the prevalence of sleepwalking. Yet, the situation becomes ominous when she takes a seat in one of the kitchen chairs. Three enigmatic figures roam without direction until a malevolent shadow appears in the backdrop. The disconcerting occurrences intensify when the woman encounters unidentified entities. Abruptly, a table shifts towards her, and a door closes with a bang while she sits, oblivious. The fright she likely felt upon watching the playback later is beyond comprehension, prompting contemplation on how to deal with such frightful experiences. Similar to numerous clips circulating on the internet, this video is shared with scant context, yet it emanates a sense of enigma that demands attention. It appears to originate from someone encountering inexplicable phenomena in their residence, captured with the intent of recording the strange occurrences taking place in their bedroom. It's set in the dead of night, and the events that transpire are nothing short of surreal. See for yourself what happens. In those fleeting moments, the man depicted in the footage undergoes a remarkable and frightening experience. It seems as though he is being hoisted from the bed by invisible hands gripping his legs. Caught between terror and bewilderment, he swiftly moves to the bed's edge, struggling to make sense of the startling occurrence. Soon after, the footage cuts off, descending into blackness. The absence of further information shrouds the video in mystery, prompting more questions than it answers. Determining the authenticity of what happened proves challenging. What's your take on this event? A genuine phenomenon or an elaborate hoax? The verdict is yours to decide. During a cheerful game of catch on a sunny afternoon, a group of friends found their laughter interrupted by an eerie discovery. Despite playing near a cemetery known for its strange happenings, they had never personally experienced anything unusual. So, it was with utter astonishment that they stumbled upon something truly bizarre for the first time.
I bet you can't catch this.
Throw it higher.
Come on, to me, no one else. To me, to you. To me? Oi, what is that?
What was that?
Can you see that there?
Oh my days, that was creepy.
Oi, what was that? I think we should go up there and have a look. What we seen him? He was up there.
I've got it on film.
This room's locked, guys. It's been locked for 2 years.
No, but I need to see something. We've seen him.
I've got it on camera.
The room's been empty.
There's a boy's face in the corner of the window.
Show you now, there's not even a landlord in the building.
Are you supposed to get in there? Oh, I think he fell over.
The room's empty. I told you it's been empty for years.
Lost in their play, one of the friends noticed a ghostly face looking down at them from an upper window. The apparition remained for a brief time before slowly vanishing. Motivated by curiosity and in search of explanations, they convinced someone to guide them to the room linked to the mysterious window. To their complete astonishment, they found the room to be completely empty. While investigating the notorious Hotel Posada del Sol, famous for its eerie aura, YouTuber Crizel Luna and her companion ventured into what she dubbed the zone of universal fear. Turning a corner, they came upon an unsettling scene. A crudely assembled altar with a menacing doll at its center.
Estoy haciendo una exploración. Ahí está el altar. Ven la luz, por favor, más. Acércate, acércate. Vean. Este es el altar. Dios mío, ¿quién puede dejar estas cosas?
Driven by their curiosity, they moved closer to the shrine, scrutinizing it with keen interest. It appeared to honor a young girl who had suffered a grievous fate in that exact location. With more examination, the heart-wrenching narrative behind the memorial gradually unfolded.
Chocolates dulces en honor a la niña que dicen que se perdió aquí.
As they delved further into their exploration, Crizel sensed the nearing of an invisible entity.
Además la encontraron. Ay, atrás, atrás. Algo que se cayó del techo.
The dimly lit hallways appeared to intensify the enigmatic atmosphere enveloping them.
Escucha. Escucha. ¿Quién está ahí? Ay, no, vámonos, vámonos, vámonos.
In the midst of an unsettling ambience, an unfamiliar noise pierced the quiet, causing a ripple of unease. Despite this, Crizel continued forward, only to encounter another perplexing sound.
De verdad me siento perdida. Escucha, 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 escucha. Por acá, por acá, por acá. Por acá, por acá. Vamos a ver qué hay. Está escuchando, está escuchando. Ay, ay, ¿dónde estás?
Did you hear that? A child's voice echoing from the shadows. Shortly after, Crizel glimpsed a small figure, confirming the existence of something otherworldly.
¿Dónde? ¡Ah! ¡Lo viste, lo viste, lo viste!
Attempts to initiate communication, however, were met with evident frustration from the entity.
Ay, Dios.
Subsequent to this, a distinct voice emerged, markedly different from the child's.
Escucha. Ay, no mames, no mames, no mames, no mames, no mames. Ay, no mames, no mames, no mames, no mames.
In the midst of unsettling encounters, it became evident that the spirit of the young girl was tethered to that particular location. One can only hope it isn't coexisting with something even more sinister. During a sunny afternoon spent in the comfort of his backyard, a man took pleasure in the wonderful weather. As his gaze shifted to the sky, he observed a cloud that behaved oddly, spiraling in a way he had never seen before. Unbeknownst to him, he was on the verge of documenting an event that would be recognized as one of the most extraordinary UFO sightings ever noted.
That's crazy. It's a cloud with lights in it. Moving weird. I've never seen no like that. Cloud got sparkly lights in it. I've never seen no like that. Moving weird. You see the sparkling lights in it. Never seen no like this in my life.
Paying closer attention to the unusual cloud, he noticed it performing continuous rolls across the sky. Adding to the mystery, strange lights glowed from its interior, casting an eerie luminescence within. Abruptly, the cloud descended at a rapid pace, then quickly shifted to the left and disappeared. Numerous individuals commenting on the YouTube video are convinced that he succeeded in capturing footage of an extraterrestrial spacecraft. They are praising the person behind the camera for obtaining such a sharp and distinct recording, considered by many to be among the most conclusive UFO sightings to date. Thanks for joining us on this paranormal journey. If you were spooked by these ghostly encounters, give us a like, share with your fellow thrill seekers, and subscribe for more eerie content. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.